Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to today's Craftroom stream. Now, I told you at the beginning of the year that I wouldn't do journals throughout the year, but I've kind of given up on that thought and started a springtime journal, a little prototype. So I thought that we could start this one. I'm not sure if I want to have 2, 3, or 4 of these papers in the journal because it's going to be cut out on both sides. I have a thought in my mind on how I want it to be, and apart from having these type pages, I also want to add all kinds of other fun things. So it's just a matter of starting to cut these out. I actually thought about it a little bit, and I'm going to try to use this, the X-Acto knife. I'm not really fond of using it, but I thought that I will give it a try. So let's do that. I'm going to cut parts of it out and leave parts of it as is, and do different type of springtime, things on each page with flowers, maybe a bird, or something like that. The inspiration will come to me because I haven't quite 100% figured it out yet. So a lot of color, maybe some napkin or a magazine or something. I'm not sure yet, but I do like to try it out. I think, let's see, was it a week ago that I saw Mary work on her on the transparency journal, or whatever she calls it, that she is working on. And that's where I kind of got the inspiration. Is this even working? I don't know if I have a new blade on this, that's why. Kind of felt I needed to have something other than just the scissors to do this. So that's why I'm at least starting, maybe doing the small little bits and pieces with this. I'm not 100% on that either because I'm not used to working with it, but we will kind of learn how to do it. Let's see. I don't want to cut the wrong parts out, so that's why I'm kind of looking into this a little extra. So I hope that you had a beautiful start to your week. We had a little bit of a mix when it comes to weather today. Beautiful sunny, springtime weather during the day. And we have had that for like maybe 2 weeks or so. But then, like the last hour, the snow said hello again. So now it's white outside. But, it's one of those days where it will really just melt. Hopefully, anyway. Hello, Claire. Welcome, welcome. So we will just start this by adding a little color to it too. Hello, Crystal. Welcome, welcome. Let's see, was this easier than this mini scissors? I don't know. I know that there is some kind of knife where you can just use with all the like you just put it down and then you can like angle it however you like. I've seen it on an ad and I'm not sure that I like it, but it seems like, you know, very convenient to use. Let's see that part. We definitely need a little more of a better way of using this. So let's see. Small little bits and pieces are the worst when it comes to these. And then this one up here. Hello, Angie. Welcome. And then, of course, I wish that I could make it like, you know, 100% straight and everything, but this is one of those projects where I just feel like, oh, I just need to try it out. Let's see. There we have it. And then the sun will kind of reveal itself. Just got up from a nap. Oh, I had a busy day myself, so I wish I did a little napping, but I didn't have the time for that today. Let's see, another little try in the little angles here. Let's see, in this one. At first I was thinking of doing, you know, having it in like scrapbook paper, but I am thinking of just painting instead because it's easier, and maybe add in a couple of other things. Let's see. There. And then of course I need to remember that this definitely needs to be holding together, so I can't cut out too much of everything. And then this one up here. What have you been up to this weekend? Many of you already know that my son had his 18th birthday, and here in Sweden is, you know, 18th birthday and 18 years old is equal adult here in Sweden, so you cannot buy alcohol. That you need to like wait a couple of more years, but apart from that, you can really do whatever you like. See it again, those small little angles, and it is the sun, so I do want to keep it kind of round. Oh, thank you so much, Angie. We actually did travel to see an ice hockey game with my husband, so he was not home, but it was kind of planned. So this little piece, more like thinking, so I don't really, screw this whole thing up, doing this the wrong little piece here. I don't know if I will go with flowers all the way. I was thinking about making butterflies on one page and maybe adding birds or other type, spring type things. But then I wanted to keep it fairly simple because I don't want to spend too much time making these. You can go with really, really intricate and making beautiful things like this, but then you kind of have to spend a couple of days planning exactly what to do and how to do it, and things like that. Let's see if I can keep this around. This is tricky when having this type thing. And then just a tiny bit up there. I don't know what I thought about that. I was thinking it could be kind of like a flower thing, but then I don't know. So I'm going to make one on this page too, so it will be like, in a signature like this. Do you have any suggestions maybe on what to do? Let's see, we'll have that one. Maybe I'll actually go with a little scissors on this because it's easier. Let's try it out. So who would have thought it was almost, no, it wasn't even 3 months. I was thinking like this year I'm not going to do any journals. I'm not going to, but then realized, so I've been making journals for the last, couple of years, doing like small little journals for like a diary for me. And I couldn't go without making anything this year. It felt kind of strange, really. Let's see if I can just cut that one off. It's a little bit easier doing it with this one. Making the round pieces. gift box. If I, do a gift box on this one, it could really do anything. It's just a matter of thinking exactly how I want to have it done, because I don't want to have it, like this. I need to have it connected. Or are you thinking like something else, like I do have one project, but I'm thinking I would start that next week. Gift boxes. It might be fun to do something like Easter related. I don't know about you. I realize that most Americans have or I don't exactly know if it is 100% true, but my feeling is that you have like Easter baskets in the US during Easter, where the kids can have all their candy and things. Here we have Easter eggs. So I'm not going to show you today, but I am going to show you within a couple of weeks. Paint just draw one or paint, now my brain is kind of, I can definitely do a gift box, but I can make one too. Let's see, you can definitely, I don't know, when thinking about gift boxes, my mind immediately thinks about those exploding boxes. Those are fun to make. Yep, Easter eggs. Let's see, I don't want to cut too much of that off. And let's see, we need to leave. Let's see if I could just go with this, really, and use the scissors for the rest because it's easier. And this smaller one. I like the size of this one, but I'm not, I started using it for thread and things, but then realized I need to buy me new ones because I like to use it for, everything really. Let's see if we can kind of have this one first. And we're going to try to paint this and see, and then maybe realize in the middle of this whole thing that, oh, I need to kind of do it in another way or something. So it's kind of taking form. And let's see, this one down here. Way easier to cut like this, but it's taking it all on my hand, so I need to kind of change it up. a little bit. So we can pull that little thing in the way there. And then we have there down here. Making it in sections almost. Kind of figuring out all this as we go. Like that. Moving the other way around. This might have been easier with the little craft knife. And in here. So these, and I'm not sure, 2 or 3 will be the outer cover for the signatures, or at least that's what I'm thinking. I might be doing one for the signatures to go like inside. Depends on how thick I want it to be, because this is I wanted to have, like, you know, thicker paper, so I had to go with watercolor paper. So it's kind of a beginning, and hopefully we will have the end result by the end of spring. You know, like in a finished springtime journal, or otherwise it will just be what it will be. Springtime summer one or something. Now is the part where everything can go wrong, because it's been going so well. Down here, realizing it is easier to have this scissors when doing the curved little things here. Like that, and then let's see, maybe take a bigger part out here. And then maybe have the craft knife for the rest, small little pieces. So I will first try, and I'm not sure. I was thinking about, you know, covering it in all kinds of things here, but I will first try with watercolor, you know, regular watercolor, and then we will see. Oh, thank you so much, Margaret. Oh, sorry, I've totally, I'm so focused on what I'm doing here, so I totally missed you. It's just a matter of coming up with all the ideas for doing the rest of these, as I'm thinking at least 3 more. Three more pages. I'm looking something like this. I need to cut that little part there out. Maybe I should have left these 2 flowers together because they would have been easier. Seriously, what's there? So we have the first one. It's kind of like me thinking out loud when doing these kinds of things. I would say going with watercolor papers on some of the things there. So let's see, we will go. I was wondering, I did this like grayish purple that was kind of fun and nice, so I would go with that for these flowers, and then I was actually going to combine it with my I don't know the name of it, like seriously, the positivity flowers, but I'm not sure. Maybe. So we will go with trying this. Can we have something underneath? Of course, we need something underneath. Purple is kind of nice when thinking about it like this. Hello, Vanessa. Welcome, welcome. Are they going on a trip? Oh, so sorry to hear that. You know, combining Easter with, or any like, you know, holiday or anything is, it's kind of sad. It is really sad. I'm so sorry, Angie. So you will be the first one to see my vision of this, and then we need to try to make like a butterfly type thing or something. on this other page, and I'm not going to let me think out loud again. Is this going to be the back? I'm thinking this might be the front, like of the first page of the signature, and this is the back. So maybe a butterfly or a bird on this page. And then, of course, you will see the actual signature of the thing. It will like see through the whole thing. So that will be kind of fun. And doing this, like a prototype, I'm not sure I'm going to use this exact page. So we have the flowers. Oh, they're up there. We need, I don't know why I did those like purple. I think I intended to do something else, but then realized I need to have a sun. So we will have these, let them dry a tiny bit, and then of course add the other colors. We will have yellow, or maybe like a little bit of orange for the sun. We'll start out with yellow, of course. Going like this. And let's see. Just going to have this and a little bit of Posca or something, doing a black line. Just to have it show a tiny bit more than just the paint itself. Vacuum. Oh, it's vacuum day. I was actually thinking about buying one of those like robot vacuum cleaner thingies. I don't know. Here they have like lawnmowers outside. That's, you know, every household almost have the robot ones. And it's really popular to have a vacuum cleaner, one of those automatic vacuum cleaners. I'm thinking about buying one because it would make my life easier. would be kind of nice to just have to program it and then not think about it at all, really. Just then we will kind of do it when you're not at home too. You can program it from your phone. There are, of course, different types of these top vacuum cleaners, but it would be nice to have one. It's nice to have it done, Kristen, really. I am definitely with you on that one. So hopefully this will dry quick so that we can kind of finish this page or this thing. I don't know if it really, I don't know if it has a name. This, what I'm doing, I've seen it made on like cards before. People doing cards. I'm not really into making cards at all, but I've seen it been made. Just adding in the last little bits and pieces of the green. And then let's see. Felt like I've missed cutting off a little piece here. Oh, it kind of fell off by itself. A little bit more green down here, or purple for that matter, but like that. Let's see, is it dry enough? We will let this one dry for a little bit more and then look into this page doing kind of like the same thing, apart from a totally different type. Not really flowers. This could be something totally different. Looking into it, I could go like really, really neat measuring in things, but I'm not. Just want to have it eyeballed as I usually have it, just to have the square kind of made. So how do we want this one? We can maybe go with a bird or a butterfly up here. Let's see, we'll definitely have a bird. Could go with something like this, maybe. And it's just a matter of, drawing it in the way that it will connect, because it needs to be connected in order for it to work. Maybe another type, flower or tulip. A tulip might be nice. we could go with some grass type thing down here, and then the flower peeking through. And I don't know, I will kind of make it simple because it's easier to have, you know, quick ones. Let's see, this one, make it tulip, this one too. A bit like that. And how do the tulips, do they have like leaves like this? I don't know. I don't know if I will leave that one. It depends on the end result. Maybe have a little grass type thing here again. And now when looking at it, should I go with adding the exact same thing on the other side? You know, doing the same thing so you could see it on both sides. Wouldn't that be kind of neat? That one is a thing that I have to figure out. Could go with another tulip type thing here. And then connect that one. You kind of have to think about connecting them, otherwise this won't work. Let's see, let's have that one here, just a big tulip. And then another leaf, maybe like that. That could be something. Shall I add in a little bit more greenery down there maybe? Let's try it out. Maybe I actually have to think about the straightness of. I am going to use the ruler just for a tiny bit because this was totally, let's see, you know, it can't be too wonky of a thing when doing this. Do you want to add? Do I want to add something? No, I don't think so. This one though needs to be straighter. Just trying to make it totally wrong. Needs to remake that one. Needed to be a little thicker on the side there. Just something like this. Let's try it. So let's see, we will have to figure out the bird first. Just like that, and then let's see, actually going the other way around to kind of make this line straight. I don't know. It isn't that hard of a, it's just watercolor paper, but I do kind of have to find the way, how hard I want to press without doing too much damage to the other parts of the paper. Could really go with changing the blade if I knew where I had the blades, because I realized just when starting streaming that I didn't have the replays blade, or I have them somewhere but I don't know where. That's the problem. So we have that part of it gone. And let's see, we're going here, maybe thinking kind of a straight line like that, just because it's easier. Making that one. I'm just now thinking, should I add something? Of course, I should have added. Let's see. We'll kind of add it down there. That's how we're going to make this work. Add it further down, so it will kind of hold together a little bit more. Or is that too much, maybe? No, I don't think so. So we have at least one little part of this one made. And then let's see. Like that. And be going here too. Another straight line like that. And then of course this big part, and now thinking, should I add something more, because this will be really have to think about that for a tiny bit, because I'm thinking this will be literally nothing in here. So any suggestions? Maybe another flower of some sort. I wonder, let's see, just connect with this type flower. Nothing fancy, just another of these type flowers. We will have to think about that for a little bit. Going back to these, let's see if we can kind of connect these, because I will try to do the same thing here on this side, just because I kind of want to see how it looks. So we will start this thing here again. So we will have the same thing on both sides. Isn't that kind of cool in a way? Going like this, which means it will be a lot of colors, but I don't mind. And then we're going just a tiny bit of paper then to connect those. Cover it all in paint afterwards. So just the tiniest bit of paper. And then of course cut the whole thing out so it will be neat and nice. So let's think about it. We have somewhere in the middle there, or kind of in the middle, and in the middle, let's see, what was I thinking with that one? Just because I want to have a little center for these flowers. Oh, that was almost, let's see, I don't want to have it brown. What was I thinking? Or this will be like the other side, so unfortunately. Of course, when using yellow first, it will be brown. What was I thinking? Well, this will definitely be darker purple, but let's see we can go. Definitely needs a little bit more nicer purple, please. Yep. Like this and all the way around. And then going in with, I'm thinking in this case, some Posca pens. Oh, lunch. What is served for lunch today? Here it's kind of like time for some tea and a little bit of a night sandwich or something. Spaghetti with mushrooms, meatballs with, oh, that sounds kind of yummy. Oh, of course, too much purple there. Garlic bread. Oh, I wish. That's the thing that I literally, as I am living gluten-free in my life. I'm gluten intolerant, so real garlic bread would absolutely be, I, I can't even explain. I did eat things with gluten actually for a long time, and then my body couldn't handle it anymore. And garlic bread, it was one of those where I do miss it a lot. A lot. And homemade cinnamon rolls too. The real, I can eat those type of things, but I don't know. Bread isn't exactly the same, or cinnamon rolls for that since I've been forced in a way because sometimes it feels like that. I can live without them, but sometimes I just feel like, oh, I need a little bit of a cinnamon roll. So let's see, we need a lot of water because I want to have that one green, not purple. Or a little bit of pinkish tint to it, of course, it will be at the end. Green again. Let's see. And I'll definitely need more new water. New water is one of those. Not right now, I say, because I need to fix this, but I have to think about that for tomorrow. More color. Green. I think this will be kind of nice to have the same thing on both sides. And then of course the other little leaf here. And more green, adding in more. Blue is my favorite color. I don't know about you. Do you have a favorite color? What's happened to you, little paper? We need to fix that. We can have that. Let's see if we can kind of fix the yellow up here, because I saw that we need a little bit more for the sunshine here. And then of course the thing up here needs to be purple. Yet again, like seriously, what was I thinking with this? Darker purple, of course. What's with you? Do you don't want to stick? I thought I had enough. Let's see. Now I will kind of glue the whole thing to, or at least it feels like that. Let's look on the other side, the right side, the side that we started with. We will just add in a little bit more darker purple. And then up here. So my thought on this now is the thinking process over. We need to just try it out. I was thinking doing black outlines like this. And let's see, this one. Giving it a little bit more of definition. And then do that all the way around on these pieces, and of course on the other side too. Doing it on the back side wasn't in my plan to start with, but you know, I think that would be kind of turning out quite cool. Hello, Barbara. Had a puppet show. Oh. triple all girls? Triple as in triplets or just I'm like all curious when it comes to those things because I have a friend, she had twins, and then she had just I think how old are they? They are 2.5 years apart. She had one set of twins again. So now they, had four. And then she got triplets. And it wasn't IVF or something like that. So it is a bunch of people over there in her family. So it's kind of coming together, this triplets. Oh. Must have been hard, Barbara. Just saying. I had almost a year apart for my first ones, so I don't know the name. They call it something. It's kind of twins, but it's not. And then it was a year and a half to the third one, so they are kind of near in age. And then came the other two. So it's, I don't know if you can see, but it's kind of coming together like this. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to go outlining there, like, the upper part towards the frame here. Oh, a lot of siblings and uncles and aunts and things like that. I myself is an only child, and that's why I said, like, when I get kids, I actually decided that, like, kind of early on, like, when it's time for me to have kids, I want to have many kids because I don't want to have them be alone like I was growing up. I wasn't really alone, but the feeling where you don't have any siblings and things. So for those of you who wasn't with me in the beginning of all this is going to be the cover of one signature for a spring journal that I'm trying to create, as I just couldn't leave it. I felt like I do definitely need a spring journal. I actually felt like kind of was a bit sad that I didn't have a journal to write in, because I do like diary entries and things. So I needed to have one for April. So that's what I'm doing. Oh, hello, Gail. Welcome to the stream. Doing all kinds of finishing touches to this first page, or this side, because we're going to do the same thing on the other side. But we will have to leave it to dry a tiny bit before we do that. So this is going to be kind of the cover, which means that the pages that we're going to have is going to peek through. Hello, Peggy. Welcome, welcome. I hope I remembered your name correctly. Me and names, unfortunately, sometimes they are there. Sometimes they are not. That's just me. So on this page, I will soon show you after we have done this, but created kind of like a bird and a tulip and another thing or two. So we will have to cut that one out as well. Let's see, and then the last little leaf here on this side. Just like that. And then we have that one side, and then the tulips and things and the bird that we kind of have to figure out a little bit more before doing. Let's see, I'll have to see. I don't really like that flower, but we do have to connect somehow here in the middle, because something definitely needs to be done here. Or can we just have another flower? I don't know. Let's see. It might be best when thinking about it, you know, something like this. It's just a matter of having fun doing it, really, so it doesn't exactly matter, but so we will carve this out too. And then we have to think about the colors. Tulips. I don't know. Do you have any favorite color tulips? I'm thinking, at least here in Europe, in Holland, you know, they have a lot of tulips and they get sent all over Europe this time of year. And they are coming in with cool tulips this year, like all different types, you know, when thinking about, I don't know what they are called, like tiger tulips, where they have one color here and at the top there is like really, really cool versions. Don't know the name, unfortunately, but you know, I'm not really, I like flowers to look at them, but I'm not really into, you know, exactly what type flowers they are and things like that. That's that's just not my thing. Oh, thank you so much, Gail. I kind of had a vision on doing these type things for a spring journal, so hopefully it will be nice in the end. Doing at least 2 more of these, or let me think, 1 more for, oh, that wasn't nice. We definitely want this to be holding. Is this like giving up on us? No. I'm doing 1 for the other signature, and maybe you know, in the middle of the signature. Haven't quite figured it out if I want to have like 4, so 1 in like in the middle of the signature for the 2 signatures. I don't even know how to explain this whole crazy thing in my mind sometimes. Hello, Melissa. Welcome, welcome. So this is supposed to be some, you know, grass or something. And then we have, let's see, this is kind of simple in a way. Now I kind of have to think about not cutting away too much because we want to have it hold together. I'm thinking this is one of those projects. It will take time, but it will be cool in the end. So that's why I'm kind of doing it. And so we have that flower connected there. This I really do need to think so I don't do too much cutting. We cut this one off because that's the wing for the bird. Straight down there, and then here. Kind of cutting it off, you know, just leaving it attached there, tiny bit. Tiny bit. Thinking now, wouldn't it be cool with kind of orange tulips or something? Orange and red, maybe. And then this one. Is it enough? Let's just go like this just because it's easier. And going in with the scissors because that's even easier sometimes. It is really fun to do, but you have to think so you don't, cut off too much of of anything, because you do want to have it hold together. Let's see, we will just cut there for the bird's wing at the top. So I will definitely go with, in this case, orange and red. Kind of a combination of fun colors for the tulips. Thinking, is it enough to hold just a tiny little piece there? Hopefully it is. Otherwise we will know that it isn't. And then we will kind of solve it as we go. And let's see. Down here, we do need to have, let's see, this stem and a little grass thingy needs to be cut out. And let me think, there is a grass going all the way up here, but not down here. So this will need to be cut out. And leaving bits and pieces left, of course, the tricky part. Like this one, let's see, we'll just go like that and go in with the scissors. So I would say that this will be a thing that I will definitely work on throughout April. together with a whole lot of things, because I'm thinking like next week I will definitely have something else to do in the tempo where my mind sometimes erases because I don't have time to do everything I like to create. Do you all recognize that feeling maybe? Let's see, this little piece of a thing. The feeling where we don't have enough hours of the day. That's something coming back to you throughout your life in different forms, I would say, because, you know, we have different different times in our life for different things. So am I going just straight on there with the scissors again? Hopefully I've done right, thinking right in the middle of this whole thing. Doing it a little like, I don't know, maybe going in with the scissors or doing some fine work afterwards when we have kind of looked at this one for see there. And I'm going to do this the same way as this one. So it will be like this, actually with the signature there. And doing it on the back side too. So you will see it on both sides. The fun thing, and you know, when doing this, next one, what do we want to do on that? Apart from, you know, could really do anything when thinking about it, but I don't want to have it too intricate. So let's see, which parts are we going to save? We're going here, kind of. I haven't decided. Do I want to have parts of this saved anyway, in trying to have the right things connected to each other? This kind of feels strange to me, so this needs to be cut out. I don't know. So it will be a lonely little tulip here in the base. And of course this, I don't know what we were thinking. It will still be a flower up here though. And then let's see. Of course, we will kind of have to connect these two with like a big flower somehow here. To rethink the whole thing. Just because I cut the other parts out, you know, we have to rethink the whole thing. That's just what's happening. Going down like this, cutting parts of this away. And then to the fun part, coloring it in and see if we have been thinking correctly throughout this. Actually going in there just because I want to have this part cut out. So it will be a stem going in the back here. And then this. Oh, the blade almost. You know, I know that feeling, Kristen, just adding to the bunch of projects, definitely. That's, I don't know how you call it, like a UFO project type thing. It's known to me, definitely. I have a whole bunch of things laying here waiting to be done. But I don't know. It's fun to have projects laying around so that you can kind of choose which ones to do, but have a beautiful rest of your day, Barbara. Thank you for being here. Oh, now we definitely need to change the blade on this one for the next part of this project, the next page. And that one we will definitely not start today. This was just one of those where I kind of felt I needed to have this one done today. Going in with the scissors again. So what type projects are you all working on? Do you have anything special, like as of right now? For me, I would say there is always something, so. So this is kind of finished. At least the base of this is finished. And we will go in and do some of the parts. Like, see this one. How did I think when doing that one? Let's see. I think I kind of thought like this. And that little piece, of course. Doing all these types of angles. What now? That little part definitely needs to be cut out. Just like this. Easier going in with the scissors. And then we have both of these kind of done. Or at least the base of this one done. Just going in, correcting the little wing there a little bit. So that will be it for that one. So let's see, has this one dried? It has, so we will go finishing off this. I'm thinking of doing orange tulip, orange and red, maybe. I'm saying maybe because I definitely orange, and then some green, and then the bird on the other side there. Reworking a collage started in 2014. Wow. Wow. That is fun. Kind of do a revamp on things. It is fun to go back and do, you know, either updates on projects or do a little extra something on a project that you have already done from before, because then you can see how how you have like evolved in your creativity. Hello, Charles. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you here. So this is one of those that will take a little bit of time, but it will be fun to look at later on. So for those of you who didn't see it, this was the first page, doing the same thing on this other side, and then I will have like a signature, in this case, you know, papers folded in the middle there. And let's see, we will go down here. We started. Creating the back side. I wasn't planning on doing it, just happens, you know, during the process that I felt like it would be nice to have both sides done. So let's do this leaf and then fill in the with a little bit of color on the other side so that we can see that, not totally end result, because we won't be having time, unfortunately, to do that today. But so let's see, what did we say? We said orange, and will definitely be orange and red tulips. So we'll start by adding some color to this one and that one. And I'm doing it kind of easy because you could go, you know, doing all kinds of things really really small intricate things, but I'm going easy. Just adding in a little bit of some color to this, and then more colors. More colors the better, I would say, when it comes to spring. Oh, look at it, we have forgotten to let's see, am I going to leave those? Not sure. Like that. Adding in, am I going with the same green? I think I am throughout doing this type green, the lighter green version. Then, or let's think about it again. I'm going green for the grass because we had grass on this one. A lighter. And then we could literally go with something else for the leaves and the stems of the tulips. Where am I going with the same? I have to think about that, because it's kind of nice to have different colors so it will show. I'll just have another type green on the grass here. And I'm not sure that that is really visible on camera. I'm just adding in a tiny little bit of some other color green. Most of the times when doing projects like this, I also show them on my Instagram, and I will do that with this one too. So in that sense, you have, you know, more correct color combinations maybe, or at least you see them a little bit clearer. And then we have the green for the tulips. little brighter, hopefully. Or at least that's what I'm aiming for. Oh, they do show up. It's always hard to, you know, have the camera, I have all things prepared around me here, but you'll never know. Like, no, each time I try to do different kind of settings and things, and I haven't quite figured out, at least not with the new camera. That's the thing. New thing. I'm not technical, you know, any tech pro or anything like that. So you will kind of have to go with what I have. So we'll see if the orange or the tulips have been drying enough so that we can add in some little parts of some red. That's what, at least what I'm thinking. Let's see, we will have to add another paper because it's, do we have another paper? Let's see, is this too glary for you? No, not really. Hopefully not, anyways. That one. We have totally forgot about that little part, so that one needs to be cut out. Let's do it while I have it in mind, because otherwise it might not be that I do it. That's just how I work. I kind of forget about it. Let's see, we will have to go. Yep, I will have to do something for the sun. And let's see, we'll help him here. Unfortunately, it's what it is. Like that. So back to this. And then some red parts. Hopefully it will work. Do I want to have, I'm thinking about it. What type of red do I want to have? I have all kinds of red. Or do I want to go in with a marker? Let's look into these. I do have this type of red. Kind of just going at the top, or at least, you know, just a tiny bit more red to add in. Let's see, I don't want to have it too much. And then I will go in with a black pen afterwards, so it will show how, anyway, like, you know, however I do it, it will definitely show. Just a tiny bit more on this one. And up there at the top where it's actually another tulip, but you can't really see it, at least as of right now. So it's kind of growing on us, this one. I'm not sure about that flower though, but we unfortunately we need to have it there because I couldn't go with another tulip. That would have been. So what type of colors do we want? Do we want to have blue? Maybe I'll just have to figure it out with the shape of these. Blue or something else, or maybe a red flower. A red flower might be nice in the middle of this whole tulip type thing. Let's go with red. Or okay, it was more like pink, this one, but I don't mind. It's kind of nice. You know, new watercolors, not really. No, actually the first time I thought that was more red than anything, but and then let's just erase a little part. So we will definitely have to let this one dry before doing anything else. But at least now you have kind of like the concept of what I'm trying to achieve. And this will really be it. I could go on for hours doing these, of course, but you know, I do need to have my sleep. I do have to sleep, unfortunately, sometimes during the 24 hours of the day. I'm still thinking about cutting that one away, but I will have to figure that out. Red pink it was, and then, you know, just going around like this with a black fine liner. For those of you who are new to my channel, I do like to use black fine liner or Posca pen or something to just, you know, have a little bit more of a definition to the things that I'm creating. Makes it stand out a little bit more. You can of course do that with colors and things too, but it is, you know, a little bit more simple doing it like this. So this is really it when thinking about doing these type signature covers. And then we need to have one more. And I'm thinking I will do most of that one off camera till next week, so that we can start creating the journal, because that's like the main thing really, to have a spring journal. Let's see, I have to let that one dry a little bit more. Going around like this, creating the petals for the flower. this like giving up on me? I do have a new one. You know, I have so many fine liners, so you don't know. Fine liners are one of those, like I have a whole bunch, and because I cannot live without my black fine liners. So for this week, as I did the Easter collab is going actually, with Kara Brandon and Dear Julie this week on Wednesday, and I will be back again on my regular Friends Day on a Wednesday stream back in April, because I'm not able to stream Wednesdays as of right now. And then we will kind of go with in another direction, relaunching Friends Day on a Wednesday. So that will be fun. And of course, you know, continue creating this spring journal. I will be following along together with, I'm thinking, you know, two more streams maybe. No, do you want to make a spring journal? You know, I had so much of that spring has sprung feeling, and then earlier today, right before I started the stream, it started snowing. It has been really, really beautiful for the last 2 weeks here. And really spring, you know, all the flowers have been coming up and things like that. And suddenly it's all covered, but you know, it has started to melt already. So I don't think it will be like staying, but you'll never know. So this will really be it. But the first cover for the signature is kind of done. We can see kind of how it will look. So it was really, really fun. This is one of those projects that will be rewarding in the end, where you can see the end result. So have a beautiful rest of your Tuesday, and I will soon be going to bed for me because it's late here in Europe. So nice having all of you here in chat, and to all the replayers, thank you for being here. And I'll see you later on in the week. Thursday, together with Vanessa at Vanessa Angel Rose here on YouTube. Friday, together with Becca, Create with Becca. And, you know, usual videos throughout the week. And see you in the next live stream. Bye, everyone.